So we've been waiting 4 years for the Tesla Cybertruck delivery event. We're expecting all types of new information, and that just wasn't the case. So I'm going to tell you everything that Tesla left out of the delivery event. Don't get me wrong, the delivery event did have some great footage. The beginning opening segment had some outstanding Cybertruck footage. You should definitely watch that. They retried the steel ball test, but in the most cringe way imaginable. They used a baseball instead that any vehicle could pass. I don't know why they put that in there.
Yeah.
They really emphasized how bulletproof the metal was. They demonstrated towing versus the Rivian, Ford Lightning, and a diesel F350. But my favorite part of the delivery event had to have been the drag race against the Porsche 911. The big reveal was that the Cybertruck beat the 911 as it was towing the 911. So the 911 is actually faster than the 911 when it's being towed. That's pretty cool. Other than that, we didn't really get much information from the Cybertruck event. Elon also did discuss steer-by-wire and the rear steering, so it can basically turn on a dime and you barely have to move the steering wheel. That's really cool as well. One thing that was never discussed was the specs, the range, the pricing. So basically, after the Cybertruck event was over, if you went to the Tesla website, you now were greeted with new specs and new pricing. We get something called beast mode, like we get dual motor as we expected, but the pricing is way off. So the most expensive Cybertruck was supposed to be $69,000. Now the most expensive Cybertruck is $100,000, but we don't even get the 500-mile range. We only get about 300. If you want to get closer to the 500 miles of range, they have a range extender. Another thing they didn't even talk about at the Cybertruck delivery event. The range extender is about $16,000 option you can get installed in your Cybertruck truck bed. So yes, it makes your Cybertruck heavier, and it reduces the usable space in the back of your Cybertruck, but you get more range. You still don't get to 500 miles of range with the Cybertruck though. And I think what the most offensive part is, the most expensive Cybertruck was like $69,000. Now it's $100,000. But to get the maximum range, then you have to spend another $16,000 on top of it. So it increased in price by $46,000 if you add all of that up. I can only assume they didn't mention pricing, specs, or range, or the range extender at the Cybertruck event. It just looks bad when we're comparing it to the original Cybertruck unveiling because the specs and pricing and range is way off, especially on the top tier model. Funny enough, the Tesla Model S Plaid Plus was supposed to have 500 miles of range, and they randomly canned it. Something about Tesla, they can't ship a vehicle with 500 miles of range. It just makes us wonder if the Tesla Roadster, which has been oncoming for years and years and years now, is that thing even going to have the stated range, which is like 620 miles of range on the Tesla website? Is it even going to have 500 now? Another cool thing with the Cybertruck, it has something called PowerShare. Tesla covered PowerShare for about 5 seconds in the delivery event, basically showing a construction worker using an outlet in the back of the truck. But PowerShare is way more than just a few outlets in the vehicle. You can share your Cybertruck's battery with your entire house. If you go to tesla.com/PowerShare, you can see all the specs there. Basically, owners that already have Tesla Powerwalls and a Tesla wall charger, this will work out of the box with the Cybertruck. And the best thing about it, the Cybertruck has a 123 kilowatt hour battery compared to a Powerwall only has 13.5. So if you do the math, one Cybertruck is equal to 9 Powerwalls. This is a game changer if you go off grid and it's not sunny, which is, I would assume, pretty typical for people that live in colder climates. If you lose your power after a snowstorm, it could be dreary and overcast for days and days and days. Now your Cybertruck is just giving you so much more usable energy. The cool thing about a Cybertruck versus the Tesla Powerwall, The Cybertruck is obviously on wheels, where the Powerwall is hardwired to your house. So if you are using the Cybertruck to power your house, it runs low on power. You could technically drive to a friend or family member's house, charge your Cybertruck back up, or even drive to a supercharger and then come back to your house. So it's literally a giant portable battery pack on wheels that can power your entire house and more. That is cool. Why did they not talk about that at the Cybertruck delivery event? They could have literally, at the end of the event, in 30 seconds, been like, surprise, this entire event was powered by a single Tesla Cybertruck. But we didn't get that either. We just had to find that on the Tesla website. So yeah, the Cybertruck delivery event was just that. It was a delivery event. We didn't get all of the raw specs we were craving, but luckily those are available to us on the Tesla website. And there have been some great reviewers that have been reviewing the Cybertruck as well, way more in depth than Tesla originally showed us. If you made it this far, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Have a great day. Bye.